Having been called every name in the book over my brief lifetime, I do believe that definitions are important. We can use terms that help or harm each other. Some people call this being PC. I call it being respectful. Welcome to Merlin's People Like Me. People like me? People like me. Hi, I'm Merlin. Welcome to Merlin's People Like Me, a web series devoted to the greater New York LGBTQI community. Here we are in my basement office, underneath the sidewalk across the street from the Empire State Building. For this first episode on definitions, let's begin with gender and sexual identity. Gender identity is who we perceive ourselves to be, no matter our body type at birth, how we see ourselves from the inside out. Sexual identity is who we are attracted to, both romantically and sexually, as part of our identity. Let's define the terms that describe our community: L, G, B, T, Q, and I. L is for lesbian. Lesbians are not from the Greek island Lesbos, famous for its beaches. Lesbian is derived from the ancient world's most famous poet-lyricist, Sappho, born on Lesbos around 630 to 612 BC. Lesbian is an attempt to define when a woman is attracted to women. G is for gay. Gay is not just a happy person in a 1930s Hollywood musical. A gay man is a man attracted to men. Now here's where I may get into a little bit of trouble when I say earlier in our history, the gay community was a term used for the entirety of the LGBTQI community, as in the Gay Pride Parade, now known as the Pride Parade. B is for bi or bisexual. A bisexual woman is sexually attracted to women and men. A bisexual man is attracted to men and women, not always at the same time. T is for the all-encompassing idea of a transgender person. A neighbor or friend who is transgender, transsexual, or transvestite identifies themselves not from their body at birth, but rather their own identity from within. Let me explain further. A transsexual's identity does not match their sex at birth and may require sexual reassignment surgery, partial or complete, to become the person they know matches their gender and sexual identity. A transvestite is someone who dresses as the opposite sex, male or female. And no, transvestites are not necessarily lesbian, gay, or bisexual. Q is for queer or questioning. A queer is anyone who is fluid in their understanding or questioning their sexuality. I call myself queer rather than gay, and I have straight friends that also call themselves queer. For me, queer is an attitude or state of mind about life as much as it is about sex. Research tells us that queer is anyone whose identity falls between man, boy, male, and woman, girl, and female on the spectrum of gender identity. I hope this helps. I is for intersex. An intersex person is born with genital ambiguity. Their chromosomes don't match convention, male or female. An hermaphrodite is not considered intersex. An hermaphrodite is someone who is born with both male and female genitalia. I have learned that it is misleading to call an hermaphrodite intersex. There are a myriad of words that could be used to describe our very human condition. These definitions were meant as a basis for our future conversation. Please don't let this discourage you from finding your own words to describe yourself and talk with your friends and build a better world for all of us. Thank you for listening. People like me. 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 Welcome to Merlin's People Like Me,